An empty hutch, broken hearts, a frozen grave, sad goodbyes. Beautiful memories of a life well lived, beautiful memories of one amazing bunny. Before we got Mr. Funny Bunny, I said I would never own a white rabbit with red or pink eyes. They creeped me out. In 2016, there was a lady on the local Buy Nothing group who needed to rehome her rabbit as she was moving across the country and couldn't take him with her. I said I had a place for him for a little while, that I could take him for her and find a permanent home for him as she was out of time. The move was only a couple of weeks away. When I went to pick him up, I heard her story and his story. The lady had grown up in a rabbit breeding family. They traveled the country showing rabbits, and she knew her stuff. One morning, she had seen a white rabbit hopping around the neighborhood and knew that either someone had lost their pet or someone had dumped an unwanted rabbit. Either way, she also knew he wouldn't survive in the wild, so she caught him. Never able to find the previous owner, she kept him. Her 2 boys loved him and named him Mr. Funny Bunny. Her one son visited with Mr. Funny Bunny every day. He was sad to say goodbye, but understood they couldn't take him along. With 2 boys, Mom and Dad, luggage, and other pets loaded, the car was too full already. So Mr. Funny Bunny entered our life. Once I got him home, it wasn't long before we knew he wasn't leaving. Jason did an awesome job building a new hutch system for our 3 rabbits. We no longer had a hodgepodge of 3 different hutches. It looked great, and it worked really well. Visitors loved saying hi to all of our rabbits, Mr. Funny Bunny, Miss Penny, and Miss Lulu, formerly known as Louie La Bunny. Mr. Funny Bunny was the largest of all our rabbits, as Penny was a mini Rex and Lulu was a tiny Polish. Mr. Funny Bunny was a New Zealand. People were often scared of him at first. He was big, he was white, he was gregarious. When someone came near his hutch, he would rapidly hop over to the door, which startled people. He wasn't aggressive, he just wanted attention. Soon our postal carrier Patty fell in love and started saying hi whenever she had a delivery to our door. The Buy Nothing and Green Bee pickup people got to know him and love him as well. Our family and friends enjoyed his company. I have never met a friendlier or more good-natured rabbit in all my life. He loved people. He also loved a good treat, a pet, and a scratch behind the ears. I'm pretty sure he was part dog. He also got along with our dog, who was around often, and he tolerated our cats on the rare occasions they came into contact with each other. Over the years, he slowed down as his body aged. His love of people never changed. His back legs were starting to not work so well, and he was starting to show his years. We did the math and figured out that he was over 10 years old, as the previous owners found him as an adult rabbit and had him for several years before we got him. On Wednesday, I sent my husband a text and a photo of Mr. Funny Bunny saying that I thought it might be time to look into having him put to sleep or getting him wheels for his hind legs. He wasn't moving too well. It was obvious his back legs were failing him, and this couldn't work well for much longer. Then, in classic Mr. Funny Bunny fashion, he rallied and hopped over to me for attention. I used to be able to make mouth noises, and he'd hop right over for bunny love. He really was so much like a lovable little dog. Thursday morning, Isaac went out to Mr. Funny Bunny's hutch to put him out for his daily romp in the garden. He was not doing well. The next time I looked up, Jason and Isaac were coming in the house, and Jason was carrying Mr. Funny Bunny. It didn't look good. We all took time to pet him and say our goodbyes and love on him and let him know it was okay to say goodnight now. We put him in a dog crate with some soft towels and put him in the living room to stay warm and have some peace while we busied ourselves getting ready for the rest of our day. As we did, we each went over and pet him again and said goodbye again. The next time I checked on him just before we headed out the door, he was gone. His death was so calm, so peace-filled, so perfect. I don't wish death on anyone or anything, but if it is time to go, this is how it should be. He truly was one of a kind, and we will miss our old man. So long, Mr. Funny Bunny. You were the best rabbit ever. Apparently someone needs some attention today. Huh, Mr. Funny Bunny? Thing or something. There's Mr. Funny Bunny. We'll end this shot on a bright note. He's out here playing. He's just having fun. Yeah, he likes to play. It's kind of funny because you can see how filthy he gets himself. He just loves to roll in the dirt and dig and play. So, all right, on that note, it's 15 degrees outside, so I brought Mr. Funny Bunny in to warm up a little bit before, or while I thaw out his water. So he's just hanging out with us in the house for a minute. I have a little thief in my garden today. Mr. Funny Bunny is having some munchies. He apparently knows exactly which ripeness of tomato he likes. It does not appear to be the super red ones. It's sort of the orangish ones. It's pretty funny. There he goes again. Where's the tomato? Give me a tomato. Oh, now he's just going for the branch. Sometimes he does that. Sometimes he just eats the branch. Oh, back to the tomato. What a goofball. This one's stealing tomatoes too. This one here. Okay, we're probably gonna put him, Mr. Funny Bunny that is, probably gonna put him over here. That pile of rocks is where our other rabbit is. So we'll have to figure out where we want it. Maybe there. What do you think, Isaac? There? Or there. Probably over that way more, right? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. It's kind of a weird place for these. But we had to move them because of the septic repair. And I never moved them back. So I think we're going to go here. Jason's getting the Maddox and going to dig a hole. Sure. Oh.
Or on the mantle.
Oh, Jason's trying to decide if he wants to put that on the mantle with our other deceased animals' items, or if he wants to put it in the hole with the rabbit, or maybe we could put it on a cross. I don't know, we'll see. This is diggy hole. And for those who wonder about call before you dig, there's no utilities back here. There are no utilities back here. There ain't none. There ain't none utilities back here.
Trumpet blast, farthest thunders of the path, and the commerce of the crowd. Silent streets and vacant halls, ruined roofs, towers and walls, fathoms deep beneath the waves, deep, what?
Yeah.
Fathoms deep beneath the waves, even cities have their graves.
It's too hard to dig. Right there with you.
Jason's putting Mr. Funny Bunny's favorite chew. We bought him a brand new chew toy and he refused to play with it. He always wanted to clang and bang on that one. So, burying him with his toy. Okay, now we're putting the stones on him, and if we need more, we'll get more. But we have plenty from the septic repair, so we have plenty of rocks now.
He was a good rabbit.
He's the best rabbit. Best rabbit ever.
Bring that closer.
In case you couldn't tell, it's a little cold out here, so
Barely.
bitterly cold. Yeah. Washington cold is definitely colder than some places as far as temperature goes. Like, it's wet cold, so it's very cold. almost there. A few more on. And eventually I hope to plant some ferns and stuff back here.
Or you want it long?
Yes, wherever. That's fine.
Dad, you want it? This is the head.
Oh, that's now. Let's go with this one.
Maybe we can chisel something on that one.
All right. That's it. He is buried and off eating some clover in the other world with his rabbit friends. Isaac last night wanted to do a final walk to the garden with Mr. Funny Bunny, and he just remembered that, and Mr. Funny Bunny's already buried, so he's gonna do the final walk with the blanket or the towel that we used for Mr. Funny Bunny. So he's gonna take Mr. Funny Bunny out of the cage, of the hutch, and do his normal walk out to the garden where he would play every day, unless it was raining. Oh yes, Mr. Funny Bunny loved to eat the ferns on the way. You can see the ends of these are gone. And then he also liked to nibble on this bush here. And he would get to come into this play space. This is where our big garden used to be, and then Mr. Funny Bunny started coming out here, so kind of limited our gardening for a while, and he would hop around in here and nibble on everything and had a great time. And Isaac would go and grab some treats. Sometimes show us what you got there, bud. So, some fresh evergreens. And Mr. Funny Bunny would love that. Check the gate really well and then head back to the house.